What actually triggers emotional attraction in men? Well, in order for a man to be emotionally attracted to you or emotionally invested in you, you have to pull him in, right? I'm here by saying being non-judgmental goes a long way. Being non-judgmental with a man goes a long way because men are faced with a lot of judgment if it's not on their manhood, if it's not on their sexual performance, if it's not on their height, if it's not on their financial status, if not on their social status. There's a lot that the woman put men through, and that can be a catalyst of why most men pull away or most men do not want to pursue relationship with women, and why most men cannot emotionally fall in love with a woman. There are so many aspects that plays a role when a man is pursuing a woman, but this is one of the big one. Being non-judgmental, it is a characteristic that lacks in the modern day woman, because I think it is in our nature to be judgmental, because we're trying to fit into the status quo with society. We are trying to compare ourselves with the Joneses, meaning that our friend groups, we want to impress them, so therefore we are notoriously judgmental towards the men that we allow around us, the men that we want to pursue. And sometimes your decision of the type of men you pursue may not be innate. If I mean innate, meaning it may not be what you truly want, but you may have adapted the genre or the type of man you want based off society norms and standard, based off what most women view as the norm or the standard or the most impressive. So certain men or most men are left out, trying to claim or live up to those expectations. Now, the other aspect is not lower your expectation, but don't have too much expectation, like expectation that most men will not meet. That will allow him to emotionally view you for who you are and be able to build a rapport with you on the emotional level. Okay, when a woman doesn't view a man just as superficial, has societal norms, and deeply connects with him, he is unable to do that if you don't view him that way, because you haven't allowed him to deeply connect with you on the emotional level. You have not invited him into that area yet of your emotion. Most women, most of us, by the way, I am not the exception, we like to live up to the expectation of our family background, our family. We try so hard to please our family instead of pleasing ourselves, meaning that when you go out there, out and about, the man that approaches you, you may be into him, but you may look at your family background, or the person that your sister married, or the person that your brother married, or things like that, and want to compete within your own family. It's either you want to compete within your own family, or you want to compete with the neighbors next door, or within the family, extended family. You want to compete with them. Therefore, you want to bring the most suitable man or bachelor on this planet to your parents. You may not even be in love with this person, and it is a sad thing. And I think that men have seen through this, I would like to say bullshit. They have withdrawn and create, because it's not safe for them to pursue women anymore due to our superficial nature. Okay, they're not interested. They cannot bond with us. In order for a man to bond with you as a woman, he needs to feel safe and accepted. I'm not trying to say lower your standard as a woman. There are certain standards you just cannot let go. But if you have too much expectation that cannot be met by most men, maybe your standards are a little bit too high. But who am I to judge you? I'm just giving you my 2 cents, okay? Like, don't come here crying if you are unable to build a meaningful rapport or emotional relationship with men because your standards are too high or your expectation is unmettable. Yeah? Don't come here crying because you may be defensive. Listen to me right now. You may say, well, I don't give a damn. If he want me, he want me. If not, I will find another. Yeah. I'm not saying you cannot find another. But how many of those men are willing to emotionally bond with you? You may be pursuing the richest man in Babylon, but is he willing to get to really know you on the emotional level like this man that you're ignoring? Again, I am not teaching you or telling you to lower your standard. The only thing that I'm doing here is telling you to come down from that high horse. It's too high, my dear. We all have standard. We all have expectation. But if it's not enough for a man to feel safe to bond with us, which is what I believe we cherish the most. Bonding, emotional bonding. We women, I don't think we just want men to view us as, sexual toys. Sexual toys? Something like that. Utilize us just for sexual needs. I don't think any woman will feel at ease or will feel loved or will feel fulfilled if she's just being viewed on the sexual level and nothing more. I don't think any woman, will innately feel good or will accept this. Okay, so therefore, I'm here by saying, have your priorities straight. What are you looking for? What is it that you want in a relationship with a man? If you want emotional connection, I would like to say the simpler you appear to him, the more accepting you are to him, the more you're willing to listen to him. Because we don't listen. Okay? We are not known to listen. It's like, well, you want me or you don't. Because if you don't want me, oh my God, look at this body. If it's not Peter, it's Paul. Paul might find me attractive. And by the way, there's so many men that want me. If it's not you, it's another. They may want you, but how many will marry you? How many will sacrifice for you? How many will be there for you if you're not giving your booty to mom? Well, she was pumped up. Breaks. Booty. Are we talking about booty or booty? Whichever way you take it, you're behind. If you're not giving your behind to them, even if you're giving your behind to them, how many of those men can you call when you have an emergency? Again, emotional relationship matters. If you can, for me, the most powerful thing you can do as a woman is to emotionally hook men. Yeah. If you can emotionally hook men, I have the most respect for you. Because if you get them emotionally hooked, they are never going to forget you. For me, that is powerful. Then, going after the richest man in Babylon. The richest man in Babylon with all the options. The richest man in Babylon with all the women. But you are fighting for his attention. Why are you lowering your standard? Well, you can be a queen of one man. You don't even have to fight for his attention. He got your attention, my dear. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? You need to figure out what you truly want out of this man. If you want emotional connection, one more time, be understanding. If you are not understanding, you're going to lose this man. Remember, they have short attention span. Meaning that, they are not emotionally mature like you and I. Meaning, we women, we mature faster than those men. They're just like, I don't want to equate them to boys, but they're not far from that. Some would say, damn, Rose, you don't have respect for us men. No, I am trying to say, I know your kind. I know you're kind. I know who you are. So please, okay? Please. You guys have some immaturity going on too. Again, uncommon theories, uncommon answer. My name is Rose, and I shall always remain Rose that you know. Thank you.